Hey guys, it's me, Elizabeth. I am back with another video. Today is Sunday, and I thought I'd do a sort of reading vlog type thing. I don't know if this is a reading vlog, but it's just kind of like a reading update. I don't know. But essentially, my goal for today is that I have 80 pages left in my book. I'm reading Aragon, if you didn't know that. I have 80 pages left, so I want to read all of those pages today if possible. We'll see. But my plan is to sit for an hour and see how many pages I can read. I have some updates. I am not quite finished with my book. I'm almost done. I have 10 pages left. But I started reading. I read for like half an hour, and then I started to fall asleep. So I fell asleep for like, I don't know, 20 minutes or something. It wasn't like super long or anything, but I fell asleep for a little bit, and then I woke up, and I was like, what the heck is going on? Actually, I might have fallen asleep for like 10 minutes or like 5 minutes or whatever, woken up and been like, what's going on? And then I tried to keep reading, but I was still asleep or something, and then I fell back asleep. But it was kind of just like a nap, like, I don't even know. It wasn't even a nap. It was just like a few minutes that I fell asleep, woke up, a few minutes I fell asleep, and woke up again. And then, yeah, and then I've been reading ever since then. Currently, I have 10 pages left. It's for I just finished my book. I'm so excited that I finished it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I finished Aragon. Now I can find something else to read. But I'm just really excited that I finished it. And oh my gosh, it's so good. If you're into fantasy novels and you haven't read this yet, you should give it a try because it's pretty awesome. I'm so glad I finished it. I'm so excited. I'm ready to read the next one at some point. Obviously, I'm not going to read it right this second. I'm going to read something else. But I do definitely want to continue reading because it's so good. Hey, I'm back. Yes, it's still the same night, day, whatever. It's like 8 o'clock-ish. I did upload a video. I will link that down below if you're interested. It's about the classics I read last year. But now I'm ready to choose a new book. I have no idea how I'm going to go about doing this. Also, I just want to mention that I do have like this background that's kind of boring, but it's just easier for me to just sit in this chair and put the camera in front of this chair instead of moving a bunch of stuff around. So that's why my background's kind of boring looking. And in the other clips, you'll see like an orange stripe on this side. It looks kind of hideous, but I'm sorry. It just happens the way it happens, right? So now I'm going to choose a new book to read. I'm definitely going to read a classic, but I have no idea which one to read. I feel like, ooh, this is a really good idea. Okay, so I just came up with a really good idea because I like the idea of, like, me, I'm not just choosing this, like, ooh, I'm choosing this one because blah blah. I'm going to write down a bunch of classics on pieces of paper, put them into a cup, pull the one out, and that's what I'm going to read. I like the idea that I am letting it up to whichever one I pull out, and I'm not specifically choosing the exact one in a way, because I think that's kind of cool. It's kind of fun. It leaves it kind of like random. So it could be one that I feel like reading right now, or it could be one that like I want to read obviously because I own it, but I don't really want to read right now. And I think that's kind of fun to give myself kind of like a little whatever. So let's try that. I'm gonna have to figure out which ones I'm gonna put in here, but it should be pretty fun. So I've got a cup, I've got some scissors, and I wrote the things down. I thought I would tell you what I wrote down so you can know what all of the options are. We have Anne. I wrote Anne book 3 because the third book is the one I have to read, which is Anne of the Island. And then the Scarlet Pimpernel, the next book that I have, which is The League of the Scarlet Pimpernel. Little House, which I have read a few of the Little House books, but I've never actually read the whole series, so if I read that, I would just start at the beginning and reread the few books that I read and then read all the series at some point, but I would just read the first book for this. The next one is A Prisoner of the Sea, which is a book by Chauncey C. Hotchkiss, and it's an antique book that I found at an antique store that's actually really old, and I would like to read it someday, so I put it on this list. And then we have Eight Cousins by Louisa May Alcott, Cranford by Elizabeth Gaskell, biography of Laura Ingalls Wilder. This isn't necessarily a classic, but it relates to classics, so I put it on this list. Maybe it doesn't count, but I wanted to put it on this list. The Three Musketeers by Alexandre Dumas, Ivanhoe by Sir Walter Scott, Phantom of the Opera by Gaston Leroux, The Iliad by Homer, and Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer. Now, I want to mention the ones that I would rather not pull out of the cup are the Anne book, the Scarlet book, and Little House on the Prairie, because those are the ones that I want to read most out of these options, or the ones that are next on my list, I should say, out of these options. So I really want to get one that's not next on my list, one that I wasn't thinking about reading anytime soon, because I think that'd be more fun and more exciting. Honestly, if I could choose without just drawing it out of the paper, out of the cup, I would choose Three Musketeers, because for some reason I want to challenge myself to read that book. But we are going to cut all of these out, put them in the cup, and we'll see what I draw. This is kind of fitting. It has Laura Ingalls on it. It's a classic, so it's kind of a fitting cup, right? I really I don't know. I have to draw something, but I really don't want to draw, I really want to draw something that, I will actually want to read, and not something that'll be, not motivated to read. So, hopefully, whatever this is, it's a good choice. Because there's a few that I put on there that I'm, questioning, so. Oh! I drew Phantom of the Opera. That was not what I was thinking about at all. Okay. I guess I'm giving Phantom of the Opera a shot. There you go. Actually, I'm going to pull that out of there. I'm going to keep the rest of these. Maybe I'll do this again in the future. But I am going to attempt to read Phantom of the Opera. Okay, so we have Phantom of the Opera by Gaston Leroux. I think I'm saying that correctly. And the page count is 274. Also, this is a really weird edition, but oh, this has a bookmark in it. That's kind of cool. But look at these pages. First off, it's really tiny font, and it barely is even a half a page, essentially. If you were to do this like a normal book, this would amount to half a page. There's so much outer space. I'm not in love with that, but I guess it's less reading, but it's also really small print. This is a weird edition, man, and it's got this weird cover thing too. I mean, it looks cool, but anyways, I'm gonna calculate how long this will take me to, how many pages I should read each day to get this finished within, I don't know how much of time, but I'm going to try to calculate this, and then I'm going to mark all the different spaces and see if I can make myself read a certain amount of pages every day to get it finished within a certain amount of time. I haven't calculated how long of time I want this to be. This is also relatively not that long of a book, so it'll be a shorter amount of time. So we'll see. So essentially, I decided, since this is a short book, I'm going to try to read this actually pretty quickly. And I've calculated that if I read this within 7 days, I would have to read 39 pages a day. But if I read this within 5 days, I have to read 54 pages within a day. So I haven't decided which one I'm going to do because there are going to be some days that I'm not going to read. Probably, that's why I was thinking 5 days would work, because there's going to be 2 days within the week that I'm not going to want to read very much, if anything, which would be Friday and Saturday, because I work those days. So, I'm not sure. Also, for me, reading 54 pages, it's like more work because I'm crazy like that. Also, I'll probably, when I mark it, I'll probably mark it at the different chapters, like, so I'll go over the amount just a little bit. Cause see, like, that's 50, that's 60-ish, a little over, that's 60 pages, which is a little over 54, because it stops at the end of a chapter, and that chunk just feels like a lot to me, because I'm weird like that, so, but it would be kind of cool to read this within a week, or less, because that'd be kind of awesome. So we'll see what I can do, but I'm gonna challenge myself. That's the point. Okay, so I'm gonna challenge myself to read 54 pages a day. I'm just gonna mark this. I'm gonna challenge myself to read 54 pages a day. I'm gonna mark out the different sections of 54 pages, and then we'll see what happens. Now, am I gonna start this today? I'm gonna try to start this, but I'm not gonna guarantee that I'll read 50 pages today. I might just read a couple of pages and then actually start officially tomorrow. Okay, so I've officially marked out all the spots. There's 4 different things, so that equals 5 sections. So yeah, I am actually going to see if I can attempt to annotate this while I read. I don't know if this is gonna pan out the way I'm picturing in my brain, but I would like to attempt to annotate this, get out my highlighters, and just annotate this as I read. I've been watching a lot of BookTube recently, and I've been watching people, I've been watching random videos, and then I see, like, I will find a person and I start watching a bunch of that person's videos, and then they can have a video on annotating, and because I was watching that person's videos and enjoying their videos, I was like, I'm gonna watch how this person annotates, because I've seen many videos of people annotating before, but it's fun to watch the people, like, once I watch a bunch of videos from one particular person, and then I watch their annotating video, it's fun because I can see how they annotate their books when they're talking about annotating in their other videos, and I did find this one person that made annotating seem a lot, more attainable for me, because, like, I've tried to annotate, before. I think when I read King of Scars, I tried to annotate it, and I, like, started, and I annotated, like, the first page, or a couple pages within the first couple pages, and that's it. I didn't annotate the rest of it. And then I've tried to annotate Deathly Hallows, because I had an extra copy that I wanted to annotate, and that failed. And then last year I was going to try to annotate Aragon, but I never actually continued reading it, so there's that as well. So all of my annotating has been stopped and not, I've never actually gotten through, and I think the reason is because I'm not sure how to annotate. I'm like, oh, you put, like, a sticky note here, and then you write something here on the side, and I never really, like, thought about, like, what's a good way to do this, but I came up with an idea with, like, different color coding things, and, like, underlining things that I like, and highlighting things that I love, things like that, or highlighting the sad things that happen, and stuff like that. So this is not meant to be an annotating video, but I'm gonna attempt to annotate this book. Hey guys, it's like 11 something, 11:20, 11:30, I don't know. 11 in the mid 11 something, 11:30s or something like that. My phone was somewhere. I'm probably sitting on it at this point. I don't know where I put it. But, oh, it's right here. Hi. So I can tell you, it's 11:27. So it's kind of both. It's almost 11:30 and it's 11:27. Okay. Anyways, since I last updated you, it's still Sunday if you aren't aware. since I last updated you, I didn't actually read any of this book yet. I decided to edit the clips that I had for this video, and then I got stuck watching some YouTube videos of people that subscribe to that came out with videos, and then I was watching the show that I'm in the middle of. I decided to finish the episode I was in the middle of, and then I watched a whole other episode. So all in all, I'm actually pretty impressed because I only watched like maybe an episode and a half. Usually I'd be sitting here all night watching something or other, whether it's YouTube or a show or something. But I'm actually going to try and read some of this. I might just read like a few pages, 1 page, 2 page. I don't really know, because I do want to go to bed. I was originally going to try to go to bed at 11, and obviously that failed. Actually, I was originally just going to do whatever I want to do like I normally do. And then I was sitting there and I was like, I should go to bed at 11 so I can get up early tomorrow. Because I have an idea for something I want to do for a video tomorrow. And I'm not going to tell you what it is, just in case it never happens. Because I've tried this idea so many different times and it's always failed. So, I'm going to try this idea again. And I have this like idea for this idea that will hopefully help this idea. I know this isn't making sense, but it'll help this idea work better than it usually does, essentially. I have something that will hopefully make it easier. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow. If I do upload this video sometime, or if I do succeed, you'll find out in the future, I suppose. But basically, I need to get up early in order to make this video idea work, because I usually just get up around 8 or 9, depending on the day. A lot of times it's 9. So I'd like to get up early enough to do what I need to do and stuff. And yeah, so I'm gonna read a few pages and then I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna set my alarm and everything, but I thought I would just let you know. I'm also going to, I don't know what I was just gonna say. But anyways, I'm going to read Phantom of the Opera by Gaston Leroux. You already knew that. And I hope you enjoy this video. I'm going to end this vlog here. I'm gonna make this a one-day vlog because why not? I can, right? And sorry, I'm losing my things. I'm just gonna end this here because this is just a random thing and I have another video planned for tomorrow. So that's gonna take up one video and I don't want to have to deal with a vlog in the middle of that, so I'm just gonna end this here. That's it for the video. If you want to support my channel, you can like the video down below and subscribe. Also, if you have any video ideas or anything you would like me to attempt in my videos, please let me know down below. I will be really grateful for your feedback because I am always interested in trying out things that other people would like to see on my channel. So if you have any suggestions, if you want me to do more of something I've already done, or if you have other video ideas that like I haven't done that you want me to try out, just let me know in the comments and I'll try to do them. And if you're into history, historical, fashion, or science, check out my other channel, also linked below. And I will see you in the next video. I hope you have your own fun reading adventures.